In this first episode of Swift and Tips podcast, I will talk about my experience at WWDC 23 and I will give you some tips for you for the next one. If it's your first time here, my name is Pete and I make content on YouTube and other platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, and Mastodon about how Swift works under the hood. Thanks for coming. And well, in this episode, first episode, I just wanted to express ideas or other topics beyond of the technical side, right? So because most of my videos are about that, right? Out Swift and analyzing the language, the keywords, and CFUI, etc. But in this kind of videos, I want to share other perspective, also soft skills, point of view, sharing tips or other things with you. And well, I also want to practice more, natural language with you. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, I normally use scripts, but in this one, I don't have a script. I'm just telling you from the bottom of my heart what I feel. Of course, I have my notes here, but the idea is just to have a conversation. So if you are doing exercise or any other activity, well, thanks for being here. Feel free just to concentrate on stuff, and well, I will try to make this content useful for you. And well, I would like to start saying that, of course, I went to the WWDC because I got a ticket, right? So, and in order to get a ticket, you need to, be in the Apple Developer Program. $99, right? It's 1 year. I mean, it's what it is, and if it's like the way to meet up to the App Store, but also to get a ticket in the lottery for the next year. So in my case, it was my first time in 8 years working as iOS developer. Well, I think it's my first time, but I think at the same time it's like, wow, what a great opportunity after almost 10 years of no new hardware from Apple. So it's definitely something that I really appreciate from all my heart. So let me start from my road trip to the Bay Area. As you know, or maybe not, because, well, depending if you're the first time meeting me, I used to work at Meta, so I used to live at the Bay Area, at Fremont specifically. And, well, I recently moved to another city, 3.5 hours at north of San Francisco. This is a city called Redding. It's a mid to small town, pretty, pretty nice, around of nature. But I had to travel with my family to the Bay Area in a road trip of 260 miles. So it's around almost 4 hours. I mean, if I travel to Cupertino, I did that because I wanted just to bring my family and meet some friends again. I have many friends working in big techs. But anyway, I took this opportunity to make a road trip with the family, spend time with them, at least for a few days. And also special thanks to my wife that she helped me with the kids in order to record all the things that I have for you. Be focused on this amazing experience. Let me start also from that the first activity in the schedule was the pre-check-in, right? And that was on June 4th, one day before the WWDC keynote. The place to do it was at the Infinite Loop at Cupertino campus, Apple Park, not Apple Park, but the Apple headquarters, right? I'm not sure, but I guess it's the first headquarters from Apple. So anyway, I went there. I wasn't, expecting something like, I don't know, a long line and being there for 4 hours until getting my badge and all my stuff. But oh boy, I got something totally different. First off, all the staff people at Apple is were super excited, cheering all the time. You can see that, yeah, everyone was, cheering a lot. I remember this, like, the previous, the earlier times where people used to get an iPhone and all the stuff were like, hey, yeah, congratulations, you made it, blah. Well, that kind of thing is something that you may expect at, WWDC. By the way, if you are an introvert, be prepared because this one will be kind of awkward, I will say. But I mean, it's good, right? It's like a great way to get to share the emotions, right? To with others, the feelings, a positive feeling, right? And well, the check-in was pretty straightforward. I mean, I took less than 1 minute. It was like, what's your name? Where are you from? Blah, blah. Okay, here's your badge, and that's it. This was my badge, I received this one. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. It's here. And I got a bunch of not stickers, but pins, look at that. Yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah, there are where people getting the original iPhone. I got this one from, the iPod Classic. All of them. I got this one also for some Apple engineers. But yeah, this is what I got, and I got other kind of swag. That was it. I mean, the check-in was just 1 minute, and then everything was ready to go to meet people, visit old friends in a beautiful yard that is in the center of that building. And well, I met some people like Paul Hudson from Hacking with Swift. I also made new friends like Mark, Eric, David, and Hero. All of them. Oh, well, hello everyone. I hope you are watching this. So if you do so, please leave a comment. So those great people, great engineers, and I guess Eric and David from the picture I'm sharing are actually winners of the student challenge, because if you remember, Apple it's not only doing the WWDC. Well, inside of WWDC there is a student challenge to present an application with I guess they made something with only with the iPad Playground, and well, that's pretty exciting to see people from college. And especially those guys were from Mexico, which is where I'm from. And it's exciting to see people from there, because normally you see people around the world, but not Mexico, because, well, it's, developing in iOS, it's kind of expensive, as you may know. Let me take some water. I will like to tell you that if you will attend by the first time at the WWDC, be prepared to make contact, right? Make connections. Everyone is really open to talk with you, right? Maybe you will feel awkward. Maybe you are an introvert, like me. I'm a super introvert. But it's great to just, put in front of someone and say, hey, hi, I'm Pete. And the other person will also say hello. And you will start talking. Yeah, it's magical. And everyone is so kind. And definitely it's a good point to be prepared with that. I will recommend you to have business cards. In fact, I prepared some of them, but unfortunately, mine didn't arrive on time. Yeah, I created this one, but it arrived on Monday in the afternoon. But I was already in the event, so well, whatever. So I will say, okay, bring your business card with you because you will meet a lot of people and you need to be prepared. And some of them were using linking for that, but for some reason the app is no, it was pretty buggy at that time, unfortunately. Anyway, it's just a suggestion if you want to be better prepared. I also realized that there was an Apple store next to the Infinite Loop building, and that store is exclusive because you are able to purchase things that you cannot find in other Apple store, like for example t-shirts and other kind of Apple swags like mugs. For example, I got this beautiful Apple mug from that store. Well, I mean, if you love, if you are a fan like me, definitely it's great to visit that store. But just to let you know that that Apple Store is not available all the time. I mean, it has some short scheduled time to open and close. So just pay attention if the next time you will visit the Infinite Loop store. Take a look to that and maybe do that before the check-in because later will be people will be around and will spend more time there like me. Well, next I just visit some places at Mountain View. I visit one of my favorite restaurants in Castro Street. I took one ramen for dinner, pretty healthy. Well, in fact, it was really healthy because it was a vegetable ramen, pretty delicious. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but I will leave you in the description if you're interested and visit Mountain View, Castro Valley from Mountain View. But okay, next day, the actual WWDC just started. I wake up at 6 a.m., right? Super excited. And then I arrived to Apple Park at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I arrived at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, in on Sunday the pre-check-in was an Infinite Loop, but this one in the actual event it was in the Apple Park, and all the people around was pretty excited. Everyone got crazy, waiting for the new updates about all the platforms, but also the rumors about the VR stuff and the new OS, etc. I was waiting in the line and taking pictures of what's going on around me, and there was too much people waiting at the Apple Park to be open. And once it was open, oh boy, that building is pretty amazing. I mean, it's gigantic. It's a big donut, right? I'm not an expert of architecture, but definitely I will say is one of the most beautiful places I ever met. The construction is something from other world, and again the staff was pretty amazing. There was a lot of security. You can bring your laptop. You can. One of the questions I had during the event is if I will be able to take photos or videos inside the Apple campus because it's like Apple and top secret stuff. But basically no restrictions unless the security guys told you the opposite. But at least during the event, WWDC keynote and during Monday, nothing was restricted except live streaming the actual keynote, and of course because copyright, on all that stuff. But if you are planning to blogging, you can do it and feel free to do it. Apple will give you access to all the facilities or part of the facilities they want you to see. If you are walking or approaching to something that you shouldn't be there, well, don't worry. Security staff will tell you to go away or something. So, but don't worry, there is a lot of security in the building, so it's like, okay, a pretty organized event. I also say hello to Antoine, one of my favorite content creators, the guy from Swiftly.com. I guess it's .com, but well, Swiftly. Antoine is pretty popular in the iOS community. So a taller guy. And every content creator and press and a lot of people were there, excited and ready for the announcements. And I also had the opportunity when I was waiting my turn in the line to meet someone called Taylor, which was my partner during the WWDC stuff. He was from the Flagstaff University at Arizona. So if you're watching this, man, hello. It was a really time with you around, to share ideas. That's why it's really important for you to make friends. Yeah, be with that mentality that you will make friends, you will make contacts. So you don't want to be alone, just sharing to yourself the things that Apple just shared, because it's important just to communicate with others. You are in a safe place, so we are huge nerds there. So definitely you will make new friends there. But anyway, I was there. I took my great spot, and we enjoyed the time watching the WWDC keynote. But 5 minutes before starting the keynote, we saw Tim Cook in the scenario, along with Craig Federighi, sorry if I'm not pronouncing his last name correctly. Craig Federighi, this guy, you already know it. They share some words to the community, and that was it from them, and everything else was recorded. And we saw all the updates about Mac, iOS, iPad, etc. I make a short of 1 minute short if you're interested about it in the description. And then the big announcement, the Vision Pro. What can I say now that you don't know yet? It's something that fix many of the things that I thought we would have to wait more years until someone or some company put many of the wrong things together to fix them. What I mean with that is that, for example, there was many tries from PlayStation or Meta or other companies doing VR hardware, but there are many compromises with them. And I'm not saying that the Vision Pro is like a perfect device. In fact, I wasn't able to try it, but talking with people that actually tried it, they reported that experience is pretty amazing. I mean, something never seen before. And I think it's okay. I mean, it's true, because normally Apple is not the first one sending something to the public that is not fully ready. I mean, even when there's trending out there, they wait their time until they have something not focused to the software, but something focused to the experience. And it's this device that put all the knowledge from Apple together in one single thing and export it to this new experience with all accessibility in mind, and having the augmented reality and virtual reality together, and a full ecosystem ready to go. Because you can just compile your application from iOS and Mac and iPad directly in this device, and you're good to go. That's pretty cool. I think I can't wait to test it out. I guess will be a huge success, but I will not say that you should buy this thing right now, because the price, 3,500, it's a lot of money, right? I will say you should buy this if you have an app in mind, and you don't need the device to start developing the app. You need to download the SDK once it's available. It will be available, I guess, later, late June or probably July. Who knows? But when it's available and you want to try it out, you can do it. Xcode will provide a simulator, special simulator for Vision OS and all this stuff. So if you're planning to develop an app with this device, I will say, yeah, makes sense to you to invest those 3,500 in this device. The other thing is that we don't know if it's just a starting price, because probably, if you will be able to configure this device with more RAM, with more storage, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, right? But I will not say that this device will be useful for consume content right now. Probably yes. If you want to purchase, do it. Who I am to say that, right? But if you're considering, I need it because this will change the world. This will change the world eventually, right? Eventually we'll see more apps, and maybe the second, third generation will fix all the issues that we can see now in this device. But if you want to experiment with this and you have the budget for that, I will say go ahead. That's what I'm gonna do. I will save money for this one, and my plan is to make something with them, with the Vision Pro. That's my opinion. I would like to know your opinion in the comments, please. Okay, once we ended the keynote, we took a break and we went for lunch. I will say also, if you're worried about, should I bring my own food? Not really. Apple will provide the food for you. There are many places there is one place with many options for food. I chose Latin. I don't know, because I didn't want to experiment something, and as you know, I'm from Mexico and I miss the Mexican food. So I ate a burrito, and well, it was pretty tasty. And I will say, all the food that I tasted at Apple campus was pretty delicious. Not like Michelin restaurant probably, but yeah, it was pretty decent. I have to say that. So don't worry to bring your sandwiches. Yeah, you can leave them at home. You will be safe at WWDC. The next thing was Platform of Union. Platform State of Union. Also, thanks to my new friend Alberto that contacted me on LinkedIn and shared with me a spot during the Platform State of Union. And well, thank you, my friend, and I send my regards to you to Madrid. So all more details about Swift and all the platforms and SDK, the new features for developers. You already have that video at WWDC, so it was very excited to see them. There are many things to learn. Especially for the Vision OS and all the new ways to build shapes, 3D shapes, and all those things. I don't think I have any idea how to make them. Right? I have some notions of some game development. But just because I'm following other game developers and game designers. But yeah, this is something new to me, and I will try to learn what is a shader first. For those that are starting with 3D gaming, it's something that you should know. After the State of Union talk, I I have many options to sign up for tours at WWDC at Apple Park, and I choose one tour for now in the inside the ring building, and I guess was the most popular because I guess 70% of attendees were there, and I mean we got the tour from the building, knowing each part of the places, and we talk also about the how that building was made, the quality of all the stuff that Apple likes to show off to the people. I took pictures about it, and if you are seeing the pictures and right now, they are not as beautiful as seeing this in real life. So it's something that you should see with your own eyes, right? I try to capture as much as I can, but definitely this is something that you should experiment. But if you are coming to WWDC, there are many options for do tourism inside of the campus. Probably next year will be something different. Who knows? But also take that in consideration. And if you are attending WWDC in general, please review the scheduling, because there are many options for you. Not only the keynote and State of Union. There are tours. There are events at Apple Developer Center that I will talk just in a moment, and just to don't miss anything like that in the scheduling. Next, I had the opportunity to talk with Apple team. I talked with two teams, one from Health and other from SwiftUI. The first one because it was part of my job. I wanted to talk with someone about App Store submission for medical apps. If you're following me on LinkedIn, maybe you will know that I work for a company where we have a device, this device actually, that you put it in your skin, boom, and then this device delivers insulin to patients with diabetes. I'm part of a team. I'm one of the leaders of a team that we're building an iOS application that will be ready pretty soon. I would like to discover how that works for that kind of applications, because this one is not like any other app that you can just submit to the App Store and then waiting for reviews and that's it. Now here you need some FDA requirements and many other procedures, and you need to do before submitting this to the public, because you are delivering some kind of drugs inside of a body, so it's something really special to do. But that's one thing. The other thing was talking with SwiftUI team. I talked with a few of the engineers, including Luca and Chris, that you can see in the picture right now. Those guys were really kind to talk with me. I talked with them about, the best way to test in SwiftUI, or if their opinion about the different architectures there are out there to work with SwiftUI. The TLDR answer was like, you should use only SwiftUI in isolation and then remove the logic from the view, etc. They have their opinions and I respect their opinions. But I feel this is what I got. They feel like, for example, architectures like TCA are not good for the invalidation of the view, because you could overload the updates in the view, etc. There was pretty technical. It was a pretty short talk with them, but something else that I want to, something additional that I want to talk with you is bring your questions. There are teams from any team, any framework at Apple. So if you have any question about, hey, how to work with core data, what are core data? We have already Swift data. How to work with Swift data. There is announced because I've been working with core data many years. How to do migration? So how to do this with this new framework announced? Or hey, I have this. I would like to know anything about anything. It's a great opportunity for you to meet those people. So be prepared with questions. There's no dumb question. I would say that. I also talk with spatial computing team, and I mean, someone approached to me saying, "Hey, do you have any question?" And I said, "Not really, because I don't have any idea about Reality Kit or all those things. So, what do you recommend to start?" That was my question. That person told me, start with Reality Kit, try to take a look, etc. So there could be something valuable to you talking with the Apple team. To close the date, we went to the Steve Jobs Theater. If I was impressed about the Apple Park building, this one is like, wow, the best of the best is there. And I guess Steve Jobs will be really proud of its own theater. There were a tour inside that. It was a mini Apple Park, mini donut. I saw the new MacBook Air announced and all the hardware around me. And we go downstairs, and then in the center of a pretty dark place was the Vision Pro. Again, I wasn't able to test it out, but I was there. I was one of the fewest people in the world to see that device with my own eyes before anyone else. I mean, what can I say? It's Apple. I mean, their design are always excellent, and this one is not exception. It's like a combination of AirPod Max, Apple Watch, and all from Apple. So all the ingredients are there for this device. And again, it looks beautiful, so I would like to try it out later. Also going downstairs to that Steve Jobs Theater is something that I was watching that in previous years from press and others, and being there in real life is something stunning to me. I think the only one capable to try it out were press and a few developers, pretty lucky, that were able to do it, to try it out. One of them was Paul. I'm from Paul Hudson. I got their feedback about that. This was amazing. He didn't experiment anything bad and any nauseous or something after 30 minutes of using it, and everything was like magical, but I mean, I will once I got it, I will let you know my point of view, my thoughts about it. It was totally a great experience for me. Finally, next day I was capable to attend the only technical live event. Because all the sessions right now are recorded, right? You don't need to attend the WWDC to be in there and learn. They are right away online. We went to Apple Developer Center that is next to the Apple Park, and we saw a demo about Vision OS and the different ways you can build applications for this new operating system. And the first one, like I said, is just clicking a checkbox to compile your iOS application to Vision OS, and that's it. You have a Vision OS app ready to go. That's the magic from Apple. But there were other examples for you to develop an application for Vision OS in a more complex way. For example, I mean, there were SwiftUI, a new SwiftUI framework. I mean, inside of SwiftUI, there were new modifiers or things to adapt to Vision OS. There were also the way to generate volume to the objects, introduce 3D objects, and well, like I said, add something with shaders and compose your own 3D objects to there. That is something that I personally need to learn more about it. I wasn't able to record any picture from this conversation, but again, all of that it's already in WWDC sessions, so you will not miss anything. But I guess that was the only place where was not allowed to basically use your cell phone at all. I think in general, again, summary, be prepared for a lot of people sharing around, sharing around, you know. The staff from Apple is pretty amazing, so if you have any question, they will, you know, assist you without any problem. Be ready to make contact, to make friends. There are a lot of people like you that are scared to meet people, but please just try to break the friction and just say hello. Just say hello to anyone, and you will see that you will receive another hello from you back to that person. Bring your business cards, you know, again, you know, be prepared with a few of them. What else can I say? This was one of the best experiences in my life, or in my career at least. When you're working so long in technology, any technology, not just iOS or Apple ecosystem, you might think that you are an expert or you know more than others. But you will realize that once you join events like this, that you still need to learn a lot. You will meet a lot of people that has great experience, that they are developing great applications that are pretty smart, and you can learn from them. And that's the best part of the WWDC, the community. Lastly, I would like to say that I did not only attend the WWDC in the Apple Park, I also was able to visit other events like the iOS Dev Happy Hour and one event for students created by the iOS Singapore team. There are many others that I guess in the WWDC website there were a list of other special events, so I will recommend you to visit them, at least one or two of them, because that will expand your contacts and, you know, meet other kind of people too that maybe it's not will not be in the WWDC event, but there are also great developers and great people. So, and well, for all the people that I had the pleasure to say hello, well, it's me here again. So thank you everyone for your time, for, you know, all the people I had the opportunity to share ideas and conversations. There were a lot of people, and I probably would like to have this experience later in coming years. I'm not expecting the next one probably, because I don't know how lucky it will be for me to have the WWDC again. WWDC 24 after attending this one in 23. But that's it. That's all my stuff that I got. So I hope this video could help you. I hope you could get some tips for what you will expect from this kind of event in the future. So, well, thanks for watching and have a great day.